Well, this will be our last exercise session here. It's going to be kind of all-encompassing. We're going to finish up with the hips and one more low back thing that I didn't get in our last video, but we'll get that in here. And then we'll finish up with just kind of some whole body stuff that I like that I've kind of just thrown in at the end just to put the icing on the cake for you here. So this is some of your favorites. This has actually come by special request, are the hip lifts. So many of you have stated before that you'd rather just watch me do them instead of yourself, but in order to get better you have to do them. So from the side, basically you're going to see you're just raising the hip up. You're going to feel your flank should contract as you bring the leg up, usually about an inch or two off the ground. So again, legs are straight and that leg just comes straight up. Probably do about 15 to 20 on each side. Then from there we're going to focus on the toes in, just a little bit, and then we go into a buttock squeeze. Alright, so just take my word for it. We're not going to show you what that looks like, but you just squeeze your butt cheeks together. So those are the hip lifts and the toe in buttock squeezes. Those work real good for a lot of you who have that sacroiliac pain right on those little nodules you'll feel. That usually takes care of that pretty quick. This next one will require a band. You can pick these up over at Play It Again Sports for about $3. What you do is just wrap it around your leg here. Alright. And just bring them right up over your thighs. You're going to be down on your back, feet and knees together, and you're going to just spread the knees apart, and you're going to slowly let them come back. Okay, so again, this is working on hip mobility and stability. Don't just let them slap back. We want to make sure we're working these inner thigh muscles as well. So you just let that come back, and you may again just try 5 to 8 of these in the beginning. Maybe take a 5 count. When you start here, just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just maybe start off with about 5 of those. That works again for hip mobility and stability of the inner thighs. You can do the same thing, in this position here around your ankles, trying to keep the knees together, working on just increasing hip mobility. You can take them just straight across or keep the knees apart and work on pulling the feet out like you're trying to almost do a duck walk. Alright, standing now, I'm going to show you a good way to stretch what they call the IT band. Many of you get a lot of tenderness right down the outside of that leg, and you just absolutely love it when I poke on that in the office there. So if we're going to stretch this right side, okay, that leg's going to be back. So you're going to go left over right, okay, and you're going to almost accentuate a curve in your low back. So you almost feel like you're kind of poking your rear end out, and you're going to keep your shoulders fairly up. So it's almost like you're making a platform with your back, and as you hang, you're going to turn to the left and feel like you try to poke your hips up to the opposite corner of the room. So as you do that, you should feel this stretch right up the side of the legs and into the buttock. Hang there, take a deep breath, and as you come down, you're going to feel that come up the hamstring and up the side of the leg there. And just work your way, kind of walk yourself around to the left a little bit more, come back to middle, come back up. Now obviously not everyone's going to be able to go all the way down to the floor, but the idea again, if we want to do the left side, we're going to go right over left. Maybe this is as far as you can get down, that's fine. You can still rotate, try pointing the hip up to the opposite side of the room. Get yourself to just stay right there, and as you exhale, go down a little bit farther. That's for stretching the side of the legs. We're going to go ahead and move into some balance exercises. We're just going to show you a single leg balance, and I'm going to go ahead and turn to the side so you can kind of see the position a little bit better. In the beginning, if you're unstable, I would recommend going to your kitchen, maybe kind of back into the corner where the countertops come together, so you have something to hold on to, or 2 chairs from the dining room. But you're just going to be standing here, bringing the leg up to parallel to the ground. If this is too challenging in the beginning, just kind of lower it down so you can readily put the foot back down to the ground. But you're just going to bring it up and you're just going to work on holding it as long as you can. In the beginning, you want to do it just with your eyes open. You know, average individual should be able to hold that, you know, half a minute there, and then eventually move to doing it with your eyes closed, which becomes much more challenging and fun. So make sure you do have things to hold on to on the side. And you can vary that up a little bit by just, you know, if you get on maybe the edge of a step where your heel would hang off the edge, you can do, you know, calf raises where you're just working on more balanced things there. So then from here, if you want to move into some more challenging things that encompass a little more whole body, I'm going to show you some plank moves that you can do to work on your core, shoulder stability, low back. It kind of just encompasses a lot of the things that we've been doing already. So we're going to come on down here to the floor and we'll show you kind of an easier way to begin with these here. Some of you are familiar with kind of what they call the lady push-ups where you're on your knees. We're going to begin with that in this plank position. So as you're on your knees, you're on your forearms here. In this position here, you're just going to work on making sure your back stays flat. So instead of letting it sag like this, you want to rock the pelvis and keep it flat. And go ahead and regain that position. And once you hold that for maybe 20 to 30 seconds, let's work on doing arm extensions. And you can just kind of switch back and forth, holding for 5 seconds. You can also incorporate a leg lift with that. Do that, just kind of going in a circle both directions, clockwise, counterclockwise. And for those of you who advance quickly and you want to get a little more challenging, we'll go into more of the whole body on your toes plank position. Holding that again, and then just go around in circles, holding for 3 to 5 seconds. And you'll hear me breathing a little bit louder on these. It's a good full body workout. And you can vary it up as much as you want. You can start to incorporate both arms and legs and work yourself around. As you can see, it definitely works out the whole body, gets the blood pumping. But I love it because it works the shoulders, works the abs, the glutes, everything. So that concludes the video series that we have for you guys. I really hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's everything you were wanting. And again, if you have any trouble with any of these exercises, feel free to call us and we'll advise you further with what to do from there. But we look forward to continuing to be a part of your healthcare.